right now, this isn't about money. This is about, do you want to play hockey anymore? And if you're going to go play with the best player in the world and somehow still not be able to just put distractions aside, whatever they are, and just put your foot down on the gas and help this team win and create not just a better image for the team, but for yourself, and maybe end your career on a high note. Like, if you can't do that as Evander Kane, then I don't know what else you can do.
Well, if there's one good thing is it's harder for him to get into trouble in Ottawa, or in Edmonton, because you're up in northern Canada. Like it's a ways away from the trouble areas. If you're living in the California, Vegas area,
there is still gambling in Edmonton, though. That is
there
one thing
is
to know about. So
yeah,
I don't know if it'll be an issue, but
you can't really speak to it too much. So I mean, he might not play well if he goes to Edmonton. And not playing well is okay for his career. Say, okay, well, I went over to Edmonton and they were kind of slumping and they're still slumping. And, but if he can get to a point where it's like, okay, he's not playing well, but we haven't heard anything behind the scenes for a good season and a half now, then you can maybe jump back in with another team and reinvigorate your career. But yeah, you're right. He's got to stay low key no matter where he goes, if he's,
just from the hockey side, I just don't know how much more you can be motivated than to go play with the face of the NHL and not care anymore. If you really don't care, if you can't make it work in Edmonton, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's up to Edmonton's front office too to tell him, like, look, this contract is contingent. It's contingent on you. Here's our list of things that we need to see. We need to see you talking properly to the media. We need to see you staying off of Twitter, with these things. We need to, if we ask you for a COVID test, we expect you to actually take it and do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not hard to do. And it's not like he's standing on principle and saying, I'm not going to do this because it's my right not to do this and all that other stuff. It's him trying to hide things and sneak under the radar and stuff like that. And, I mean, I'm a manager in a retirement home, and if I had an employee like him, I would fire him. You know what I mean? Like, it's, and it has to be run the same way. You have to treat him like, look, I get you're a talented hockey player, but you're also our employee. You represent our franchise with everything you do on and off the ice. And that's important. It matters.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is his last chance to me. It's very, very, very clear. So I always hope for redemption stories of some kind. I mean, the narrative around him has not been good, from Dustin Byfuglien to San Jose. Mm-hmm. Buffalo, I don't know, really. I didn't hear a ton of noise out of Buffalo. I
had some problems in Buffalo too. There was, I think a DUI charge maybe that got dropped. I remember there was an issue at a bar with a bar fight. There was some stuff in Buffalo, but he was a much younger, and they kind of gave him a little bit of breadth that probably didn't help in his career.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was some issues there too.
Yeah, for his sake, for his own sake, for his mental health, for everybody's health that knows him and has to deal with him all the time. I hope he can find a way to turn this whole, saga of his career into a positive. That's what we always hope, I think, as fans, is to see good stories come out of what's been negative ones for the most part, just like the Leafs, like finally breaking that first round. That's that's just purely about the hockey and not about personal issues.
Yeah.
But again, I just really hope so for Evander Kane's sake.